Ever feel like there's more going on behind the scenes, of, well, everything?
Mm-hmm.
Today we're diving into excerpts from the Urantia book to try to uncover a group of beings that just might be pulling some of those strings. The Urantia Midwayers.
Okay.
They're not quite human, not quite angels, and their story, full of unexpected twists.
It's remarkable how, widespread this whole idea of midwayer beings seems to be throughout the cosmos, according to the Urantia book, that is.
Right.
They're almost like universal diplomats.
Okay.
Navigating the spaces between the material and the spiritual realms. But what makes Urantia unique is that we have not one, but two distinct orders of midwayers.
Two for the price of one. You really have to wonder what led to this abundance of help. You've piqued my curiosity. Let's unpack this. This idea of midwayers. Where do they fit into the grand scheme of things?
Imagine, if you will, beings who can observe the physical world, but also interact with the spiritual plane.
Okay.
A bridge between those two realities. On planets like Urantia, they play a key role in the planet's progress and the evolution of its inhabitants. The Urantia book explains that these two orders of midwayers, they have surprisingly different origins, each with a direct connection to pivotal moments in Urantia's past.
Okay, you can't just drop that bombshell and not elaborate.
Huh?
Let's start with the primary midwayers. The Urantia book describes their origin as a supermaterial liaison between members of Prince Caligastia's staff. Did those celestial beings really just start a family?
It's just definitely one of the stranger tales that you'll come across for sure. But it gets to the heart of Urantia's unique position in the cosmos. Remember that Caligastia's staff were celestial beings who found themselves stranded on Urantia after the rebellion,
Right.
caught between their supermaterial nature and their newly acquired physical bodies. They unexpectedly brought forth new life, the first primary midwayers.
So this wasn't your average birth announcement. What happened next? Did the universe just say, well, that's interesting, and move on?
Not quite. The planetary prince, he saw the potential of these midwayers, their ability to navigate both the physical and spiritual worlds, invaluable. He saw how they could help, really help, bridge that gap between the celestial and the terrestrial.
Yeah.
And allowed for the creation of more midwayers, 1,000 from each couple.
1,000 each. That's a lot of new colleagues. But this being Urantia, I'm guessing things didn't stay peaceful for long.
Sadly, no. The Lucifer Rebellion threw everything into chaos. And the events surrounding the rebellion had a direct impact on the emergence of the second group of midwayers.
You mean the secondary midwayers? Ready for this next chapter. Let's talk about those mysterious secondary midwayers and their equally intriguing ancestors, the Nodites. What's the connection to the rebellion?
The Nodites were descendants of those rebellious staff members. But here's where it gets really fascinating. Despite descending from those who chose to rebel, the Nodites were far ahead of other humans. Incredibly long-lived, incredibly intelligent, almost like those legends of superhuman beings from our ancient past.
So are we saying that the Nodites were the inspiration for those larger-than-life figures in mythology? What made them so advanced?
It all comes back to their celestial heritage, those life maintenance circuits. The advanced technology that sustained these celestial beings, it actually affected their very DNA. It's similar to how, scientists today can modify the genetic makeup of plants and animals.
Yeah.
Except on a cosmic scale.
Wow.
Right.
You're telling me the Nodites were genetically modified by celestial technology? No wonder they were ahead of the curve. It's easy to see how that kind of advantage could lead to some impressive achievement.
And they did. The Urantia book credits them with influencing the development of some of our earliest civilizations. Right. Yes. For example, the Sumerians. With their sudden and unexplained leap in development, complex social structures, advanced writing systems, even sophisticated legal codes, the Urantia book suggests they might have had a little help from their Nodite ancestors.
Makes you wonder how many other seemingly impossible leaps in human history were influenced by the unseen hand of the Nodites. But sadly, even with all their gifts, they weren't immune to conflict. And that brings us, of course, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, yes, the Tower of Babel. More than just a story of a tall building, right?
Right.
It represents a pivotal moment in Nodite history and in the story of the Midwayers. It's a tale of ambition, disagreement, and ultimately the consequences of division.
It's also a story that has fascinated people for centuries. What were the Nodites hoping to achieve with the tower? Was it simply a monument to their ego, as some interpretations suggest?
It wasn't so simple. Imagine the Nodites at a crossroads. They were the descendants of those who had rebelled against the cosmic order, and that legacy, it weighed heavily upon them.
Yeah.
Within their society, three main viewpoints emerged, each with their own vision for the tower and for the future of the Nodites.
Three different visions for the future. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, even without a massive construction project thrown in.
It's a complex situation.
Yeah.
Some Nodites, they saw the tower as a symbol of their achievements, a monument to their advanced knowledge and skills. They believed it would solidify their place in the world, a testament to their, superiority.
Basically, they wanted to make a statement. Look at us. We're the Nodites, and we're here to stay.
Exactly. Then there was the second group, more pragmatic in their approach. They saw the tower as a center for commerce and cultural exchange. Imagine a bustling hub where people from all over the known world could come together, share ideas, and prosper.
Okay. A more outward-looking approach, focused on collaboration and exchange rather than dominance. So a cosmic trade center with a side of cultural diplomacy.
A fascinating concept, isn't it? And then you have the third group, the smallest and perhaps the most intriguing. They believed the tower, it should be a symbol of atonement, a way to acknowledge the mistakes of their ancestors and seek reconciliation with the cosmic order.
So while some wanted to celebrate their lineage, this group wanted to make amends for it. That's quite a contrast. It's almost Shakespearean, the weight of their ancestors' choices hanging over these decisions.
It's a powerful reminder that even with advanced knowledge and abilities, we're still bound by the choices of those who came before us. And in the case of the Nodites, those choices had far-reaching consequences.
Because, spoiler alert, the Tower of Babel doesn't exactly end well. The story is famous for a reason, and it's not a happy ending. What led to the downfall of such a promising civilization?
The divisions within Nodite society, they ran deep. Each group, they believed their vision for the tower was the right one.
Right.
And those disagreements, they eventually escalated into open conflict. The tower, meant to be a symbol of unity, became a catalyst for their downfall.
A poignant reminder that even the grandest ambitions can crumble when faced with internal strife. What happened to the Nodites after the tower's destruction? Did they ever manage to recover from that blow?
The Urantia book tells us that the conflict, it scattered the Nodites, dispersing them across the globe.
Wow.
Their dreams of a unified civilization shattered, their advanced knowledge fragmented and lost over time. But their influence, it continued to resonate in the cultures they touched.
So despite their failure to build a lasting civilization, the Nodites still left an undeniable mark on human history.
Precisely. And this is where our story, it takes another fascinating turn, weaving its way back to the lineage of Adam and Eve, with a tale of adventure, romance, and the continued emergence of the Midwayers.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the part with Adamson Raider, Adam and Eve's adventurous son, who went searching for the legendary homeland of Van and Amadon. There's something so compelling about these ancient stories, passed down through generations. What was he hoping to find on his journey?
Adamson had grown up hearing tales of Van, the steadfast leader who remained loyal during the rebellion and its heroic deeds. He felt drawn to this lost homeland, seeking a connection to his heritage, to the time when celestial beings walked among us. Remember, Adamson had witnessed his fair share of loss and turmoil, the departure of his siblings, the challenges of a world still grappling with the fallout of the rebellion. Perhaps he sought solace and understanding in the stories of his ancestors.
A timeless human story searching for meaning and connection in the footsteps of those who came before us. It makes you wonder if Adamson had any idea what he was about to stumble upon.
It was a journey of many miles and even more discoveries. After much searching, Adamson, he found it, the hidden community that he'd heard so much about.
Wow.
And there, among the descendants of those who chose loyalty over rebellion, he met Rata.
Rata.
Yes.
The last of her unique lineage.
Yes.
A direct descendant of Prince Caligastia's staff. Talk about a destined encounter. It's like something out of a cosmic fairy tale.
It's a reminder that even amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there's a certain poetry to the way the universe unfolds. Adamson, bearing the lineage of Adam and Eve, a lineage infused with the potential for spiritual growth, found himself drawn to Rata, who carried the genetic legacy of those celestial beings.
Their union must have been nothing short of extraordinary. Did they fulfill that potential, passed down through generations?
Adamson and Rata had 67 children, each carrying this unique blend of celestial and terrestrial heritage. But there's a twist to their story, one that would forever alter the landscape of Urantia Every fourth child born to Adamson and Rada possessed extraordinary abilities.
Every fourth child. What kind of extraordinary abilities are we talking about? This has to be connected to the secondary midwares somehow, right?
Your intuition is spot on. These children, born with abilities beyond the ordinary, invisible to the human eye, they were the secondary midwares.
Wow.
The Urantia book describes them as the offspring of destiny, a testament to the enduring power of choice, both celestial and human.
Okay, let me get this straight. We have the primary midwayers,
Right.
born from those, unexpected circumstances, with Caligastia's staff, and now, generations later, along comes this incredible lineage through Adamson and Rada, and bam, secondary midwayers, two completely different paths, leading to this shared purpose.
Yeah.
What a story.
It really highlights the intricate tapestry of events that have shaped Urantia. Both groups, the primary and secondary midwayers, born from such unique origins, find themselves united in their service to this planet and its people.
So that brings up a question I've been pondering. Knowing what we now know about their origins, what are these midwayers actually doing today? Are they still actively involved in our lives, or are they content to just observe from a distance?
The Urantia book is quite clear on this. The midwayers, they're not passive observers.
Okay.
They are active participants in the unfolding drama of Urantia, working tirelessly behind the scenes in ways that we can barely comprehend. Think of them as cosmic facilitators, their efforts woven into the very fabric of our existence.
Okay, I'm picking up on a lot of intriguing hints here. Let's dive into specifics. What kind of work are these unseen helpers engaged in?
Their roles are as diverse as they are vital.
Okay.
Some midwayers serve as messengers, conveying communications between beings and even planets,
Wow.
ensuring the smooth flow of information across the cosmos. Others act as planetary sentinels, their vigilance safeguarding Urantia. On a spiritual level, imagine these unseen guardians, ever watchful, protecting us from unforeseen dangers.
So they're like cosmic couriers and interplanetary guardians working behind the scenes to keep things running smoothly. What you're describing sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, except it's supposed to be our reality.
Perhaps that's the most remarkable thing about the Urantia book. It challenges our perceptions of reality, right?
Right.
It urges us to consider possibilities that lie beyond our limited understanding.
Okay, I have to ask about something that's been on my mind since we started this deep dive. What about those moments when people talk about, angelic encounters, those feelings of divine intervention? Could those experiences be attributed to the work of midwayers?
The Urantia book is quite specific about this. Often what we perceive as angelic guidance or intervention is actually the work of midwayers.
Wow.
They serve as intermediaries between the human and the spiritual realms, facilitating those moments of connection that leave us feeling touched by something greater than ourselves.
That's quite a thought, that our interactions with the divine, those moments of grace and guidance, might actually be orchestrated by these unseen beings. It's both humbling and awe-inspiring.
Indeed. And it speaks to the profound interconnectedness of all things, the unseen threads that bind us to the cosmos and to each other.
As we delve deeper into the world of the Urantia midwayers, I'm struck by their enduring connection to our planet. They're not just passing through, they've been here from the beginning, witnessing our triumphs and our failures. What does the Urantia book say about their future here?
That's fascinating, really. The Urantia book describes the midwayers as citizens of Urantia, as invested in its future as we are. They're constantly learning and evolving alongside us, preparing for their own ascension, while simultaneously guiding ours. Imagine them as keepers of our planet's story, their memories, a living library of Urantia's journey through the ages.
It's a powerful image, these unseen companions, walking with us every step of the way, their fates intertwined with our own. Knowing what we now know about their origins, their roles, their very existence, what message do you think the midwayers would want to leave us with?
If the midwayers could speak directly to humanity, I believe their message would be one of hope and encouragement. They would remind us that we are not alone in this vast and mysterious universe, that even amidst the struggles and uncertainties, there are forces unseen, working tirelessly for our good, guiding us towards a brighter future.
That's a message I think we could all use a little more of these days. It's comforting to know that despite all our flaws and missteps, we are not alone on this journey.
Indeed. The story of the Urantia midwayers is a story of resilience, adaptation, and enduring hope. They stand as a testament to the power of choice and the enduring potential that resides within us all.
As we wrap up our deep dive into the world of the Urantia midwayers, I'm left with a profound sense of wonder. It's a reminder that there is so much more to our reality than meets the eyes, so much we don't know, so much we can't see. Yet it's all connected in ways we are only beginning to understand. Keep asking questions, keep exploring the mysteries of the cosmos, and remember you are never truly alone.